Finally, we're back where we belong in the Champions League. Hello and welcome to Aslan Live. Today we take a look at Galatasaray's first Champions League match against Eintracht Frankfurt away. First of all, even if their coach Toppmöller is suggesting that Galatasaray are the favorites, for Frankfurt, this is a game they must win. They face teams like Barcelona, Liverpool, Napoli, all former champions in the biggest leagues. On paper, this home match is the one they absolutely need to win if they want to have a realistic chance to go through. Frankfurt have a young and exciting team. They are also known for producing top talents and top players, like for example Ekitike to Liverpool, Marmoush to Manchester City, Koulibaly to PSG, and so on. Tactically, Frankfurt usually plays a 4-2-3-1 that shifts into a 3-2-5 in possession, a bit similar to us. Normally, their right fullback, Christensen, moves high and wide, while their left back, Tiate, goes inside as a centre back. But Christensen is injured and not available for this game. And like they did against Leverkusen, where they took in Brown, their left back, I think they will go high and wide on that side. And I'm curious how they are going to fix that problem, because one of their most important players, the right winger, Dōan, has got a lot of help from Christensen on that side, who overlaps and creates space for him. But he's an extremely important player for Frankfurt. He's cuts in, he's left-footed, he can score goals, he can also play as a number 10, he's technical gifted, very good player. On the left side, they have Bahoya, a French winger who is also inverted winger, a right-footed, very big talent. In the midfield, it's reported that their young gem, Hugo Larsson, is back from injury. He's as well very important for Frankfurt. A physical monster in the midfield. He's almost 190 tall. He's a ball winner, but he's also good with the ball. I expect him to transfer to a bigger team in the next 2 to 3 seasons. Up front, a name we know, Turkish player Can Uzun, is in exceptional form right now. In the first 3 Bundesliga games, he has scored 3 goals and provided 2 assists. Can Uzun for me is like a second striker, shadow striker. His movements are really good. He's also good with the ball. He's not so physical strong yet, so you need to be close to him. Don't let him turn, because his finishing skills are so good. So we need to be careful there also. But if you are close to him and take that physical battle against him, I think that will be very important. Ahead of him, Burkardt is usually their starting striker. He has not scored in the Bundesliga yet this season, but he's a hard work. He works hard. He presses the defenders, but he's also very good in the box, especially from crosses. He can score from, with his headers. He's good with that. First post and everything. He's a dangerous striker. They also have good alternatives, like for example Vahi, the French striker, who we were linked with also earlier this year. He's extremely fast. Batshuayi, our former player. When it comes to Galatasaray, the first thing to mention, of course, is that Osimhen unfortunately is injured and not in the squad. I expected that, to be honest. But the second point is the tempo difference between the Bundesliga and the Super League. The way Galatasaray have been playing in the league would be very difficult against almost any Bundesliga side to get points from. And as well as this is a must-win for Frankfurt, for Galatasaray, it's a game we simply must not lose. In my opinion, 1 point here would be a good result. Of course, it's not black and white. It depends on how the match develops. But in general, away draw, I think that's acceptable. The set pieces, I think we can have a huge advantage there. Frankfurt is an experienced team and is a young team, so I think we can score from there. Frankfurt are strong pressing from the goal kicks, but often struggles when they have possession. For example, against Leverkusen, when Leverkusen had one less man in 30 minutes, Frankfurt struggled a lot to create anything. So I think that in the beginning of the game, Galatasaray is not going to take some unnecessary risks and play a bit long on, for example, Sané or Barış Alper. But I think it's important that you don't just do that. You need to, mix everything. Because, for example, when we played against Trabzonspor away last season, in the first half there, if you guys remember, we struggled a lot when we only played along from Muslera. When Uğurcan Çakır got the ball, we need to get Frankfurt down with the whole team, not only the front press. So it's space behind their defense. And another thing, it's many 11s out right now. I came up with an 11 that's a bit maybe strange for many, and I'm not sure if many will agree with me here. This is the 11. If we are going high, if I know Okan Hoxha correctly, he pressed high against Bayern München away. I think he will press high against Frankfurt away also. I will explain why I set up this. But it's Uğurcan Çakır in the goal, Eren as a left back, Abdülkerim and Davinson Sanchez as centre backs, Singo as a right back, Torreira and Lemina as central midfielders, Sané as a left winger. On the right, I took Salai or Yunus, but let's say Salai for now. Barış and Icardi on the top. I don't think Okan Hoxha will bench Icardi, that's one thing. But another thing, if we are going to press high, after watching the games from this season, especially against Eyüpspor, where İlkay played and helped Icardi in the press, and Karagümrük, where Sara played as that attacking midfielder who helped Barış Alper in the press. Both Sara and İlkay struggled a lot in that pressure. Their center back was always open, because when they pressed the goalkeeper, either they forgot their center back or they didn't have the pace or the quickness to go back and block that center backs. So Eyüpspor and Karagümrük came easy out of that with when İlkay or Sara played there. So if we are going to go in a high pressure, I think something like this. Also, I know that many are saying that Torreira can join the press with, let's say, for example, Barış on top. We need to remember that the two up front who are pressing are forcing the defenders to, to do some mistakes. It's not often the strikers who are winning the ball. It is the midfielders. So to have Torreira, who is standing on his central midfielder, I think that's much more important than putting him up in the pressure. That's my opinion. And also in a low block, you can shift to this in a 5-4-1, where Singo goes in as a center back, Salai goes as wing back, and the four in the midfield with Sané, Torreira, Lemina, and Barış, and Icardi at the top. This is one way, you can defend also. Another formation, if we are going to stay a bit lower and counterattack, I think this formation will be good. First of all here, Gabriel Sara, I think when he has played higher on the pitch, the games he has played well, for example against Fenerbahce away, where he gets a bit more space to run into. When he plays against low blocks and he is in the final third there, he struggles a lot in the tightness and everything. But when he can run from the deep and go in space, he's very good. And here we can counterattack with Barış, Sané. Also, you know, if you have Salah on the left wing with Eren, who can help him against Ritsu Dōan, for example. So this is another alternative. I'm not sure what Okan Hoca wants to do here, but I'm really curious. And we need to be a bit realistic also, because this is from the, I'm not saying this is true, this is from the Athletic, where their predictions, how strong the teams are. They have put Galatasaray on the 28th place. This is not correct, but it's just what others sees. Look at our team. Eintracht Frankfurt is on 20th place. So their predictions are that we are not going to go through here. But yes, we need to see where we are. We have not got many points away in the Champions League. With the correct tactic, I think we can beat Frankfurt. We have huge quality, but again, we just need to see how Okan Hoca will put out the tactic. I can't wait for the game tomorrow. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and comment down below if you're agreeing with something, disagreeing with something. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye.